How's it going, guys? My name is Jared Ace, and welcome back to the MoneyMetEish Midweek Morning Money Minute, your minute of market news in the morning. Naspers and Prosus might be in for a slightly better day today, after 2 days of heavy sell-offs caused by the falling Tencent price due to reports that Chinese regulators were investigating money laundering connected to WeChat Pay's possible processing of payments for illicit prohibited activities. In this instance, the illicit activities were gambling. And fears, although I personally think they're a bit overblown at the moment, that US regulators will delist Chinese companies. Tencent has opened the day in Hong Kong up almost 8%. I hope this means a little bit of easing for Naspers Prosus shareholders, but I still wouldn't touch this company with a 10-foot barge pole. The allegations and regulator attention have brought Tencent under more scrutiny after having fared better than their fellow tech giants Alibaba and Meituan in recent months. Tencent has long been considered a regulator darling after being left alone during the majority of the CCP's crackdown on the tech sector. It has mostly complied with the regulations put in place regarding payments and cut down on gaming in recent months. So this investigation caught many off guard when really maybe it shouldn't have. Although Tencent is up 8% this morning, and that is a nice break, more so for South African shareholders, if this bump means a slight easing in the decline of Naspers and Prosus, the company is still trading down 30% year to date. JSE-listed education companies have been reporting earnings this month, with Curro leading the reporting at the end of February, before we got trading updates from both Stadio and Advotech yesterday. Curro announced their revenue had increased by 14.5%, while their EBITDA increased by 15%. They announced an 8.2 cent per share dividend to be paid next week. That report came a while ago, though, and I just wanted to bring it up for comparison's sake. Looking at more recent reports, Stadio announced that their revenue had increased by 18% to just under 1.1 billion rand. The company's shift towards consolidating its in-person campuses and focusing on online and distance learning seems to be paying off very nicely, and the company went from a loss of 14 cents per share last year to making an earnings per share of 14.9 cents this year, so that's really a great turnaround. The board declared its maiden dividend of 4.7 cents per share, giving it a dividend yield of around 1.4%. Advotech also released a trading update yesterday before it releases full results for the period ending the 31st of December next week. The group expects HEPS to be between 30 and 35% higher than the previous period. All of these education companies have undergone restructuring in the last 2 years, with the changes needing to be made so that they can continue to operate in extremely challenging environments. Seeing top-line revenue growth, though, is really not surprising, since school fees, especially for higher income level private schools, have increased between 4 and 7% depending on the school, with an eye-watering amount of schools now charging over 100,000 rand a year for school fees. Two metrics to keep a close eye on when you look at these companies is the student enrollment and retention, and more importantly, in my opinion, collections. Schools in general in South Africa are virtually powerless when it comes to effectively and efficiently collecting fees from non-paying parents, and with the price of everything going up, it would be reasonable to assume that there are likely to be more parents who will struggle to make the necessary payments for their children's fees. There is also the high level of high net worth families leaving the country, and these factors can simultaneously reduce the learner base while increasing administrative expenses for debt collection. Another challenge that these large education companies might face in the future is the emergence of many smaller private school offerings around the country at increasingly affordable prices. It's just something to keep in mind. That's it for me for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.